Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. So as we know, continuously we are arranging webinars to explain about the BIM skills and also about our training programs. And in coming days, we will be arranging webinars to explain general guidance on BI. Okay, so every week or most of the weekends or most of the Sundays, we will be having the webinars. Okay, constantly we will uh, inform in the webinar groups. Okay, so today's session, it's about demo on our BIM implementation training program. As most of you already know, the previous title of the program was BIM coordinator training, and now it has been upgraded to BIM implementation training program from 2026. Okay, so instead of learning at coordinator level, now we upgraded to implementation level. The meaning of implementation training program is how you can act as a BIM consultant, okay, and how you can provide services and understand clearly about the project scope. Okay, so the main thing is from learning skills. Once you develop the skills, then how we can deliver international projects, because there is a difference between projects. It depends upon what is the type of client. If the clients are high end, then the standards also will be very strict. Okay, if the clients are like individual persons, then if we are following the standards, it's good. Otherwise, there will be no particular standard from the client side. So about the BIM skills, like we train what we actually practice. As most of you know, along with the training, so like we are doing the consulting also, BIM consulting. We are doing the projects from different locations. Like we did project from Gulf countries, South Africa, US. So whatever the experience we are getting from the projects, that experience helping us to improve our training. So you can read here BIM skills actively delivering BIM services. So we don't have huge projects, but for example, we have 2 to 3 projects yearly, but using those projects, we are improving our training. Okay, as parallelly, we are working on international projects. So our focus is on practical implementation, not theory, so that we can bridge the gap between learning and the industry. As we know, last webinar, if you attended, we explained how one student of engineering or architecture, like they face a difficulty in starting a particular career, and also how they face difficulty in growing in the industry. So through our platform, we want to solve this problem. Okay. So the meaning is we train what we actually practice. Whatever we are practicing as a consultant, the same content we are constantly including into the training part. So about me, my name is Syed Amaan Quadri. So already some of you maybe know about myself, like my qualification is civil engineering 2016 pass out. Currently, I'm acting like a BIM consultant and trainer for this leading program, that is BIM implementation. Okay. So let me show you the projects we worked on. You can see our profile. As I discuss constantly, we are delivering multiple services. Okay, like we do provide BIM consulting services, BIM services. In BIM services, you can check out, we provide 4D, 5D scan to BIM, CAD to BIM, family creation, BIM for facility management, quantity takeoff. We do provide BIM to GIS services also. We did these services for 2 clients. And along with we are providing architecture BIM service structure, MEPF to visualize like rendering walkthroughs and along with this CAD services. So whatever the services we are practicing, okay, that is helping us to gain more experience. So softwares we are expert in, like we work for the following clients, okay, and our projects like Mumbai Metro Line, Neon. This we worked on precast and one BIM to GIS project from Saudi Arabia. Again, one more Neon project. This project is from South Africa, Netherlands. Okay. So whatever the projects we are working on, every project is becoming. Can you just off your video? I think Fayazur Rahman. Okay. So every project we are working on, it is helping us to gain new experiences. Okay. So as you saw our projects, now we need to understand already many candidates, for example, are learning BIM. Then still why the BIM industry is struggling. Okay. Today, many companies are struggling to find skilled BIM professionals. Still, there is a requirement. Poor coordination and improper BIM implementation are widespread. Okay, because the skills in the market are not aligned with real requirement. As it happens when we complete the college and if we want to get the job, very few companies are there who will hire as an intern and then they will train, okay, and then they will continue. So some candidate they will get opportunity in this way. So why it is happening? Why all the companies are not hiring the graduates? Because whatever the 4 years, 5 years we are spending, or 6 years we are spending, including diploma in the college, we are not focusing on what industry is required, what are the skills required. So we are already behind the exams in the percentage. Okay. And internals, externals, labs. So we are not focusing on what industry require from us. That is one thing. Okay. So during the period of college, the candidates are not understanding like why the companies will hire them. They will hire them because of skills. It's a simple, I can say thing. We need to also understand degrees alone will not pay you, but you need to also understand what is the meaning of skill. And currently we are seeing like new graduates, they are able to understand that skills matter. Also, skills are also important along with the degree. But we need to also know what is the exact meaning of skills. Okay, skill doesn't mean just we are practicing, we are gaining the knowledge. Skill means how we can use skills to complete one project, complete one task properly. It happens with everyone. If you see around yourself, most of the people you will see, they are earning money with the help of their skills. Okay. So why the BIM industry is struggling? There is one industry gap, unable to find skilled BIM professionals, poor project coordination, improper BIM implementation. Many candidates, they will not focus on communication skills, presentation skills. Okay. That also leading to like companies struggle. Okay. And professionals reality. We saw many candidates who are working in BIM jobs, but they are also unclear about BIM concepts. Not all, but there are some people who are unclear. So they are limited to software usage and they are struggling to grow. So this scenario we discussed in the last session. If anyone missed, they can go to YouTube and they can search the BIM skills and they can watch a recent video. So root cause, lack of real project exposure. So what happens during the college? There is no exposure to skills. And after the college, if anyone is joining the trainings, again, maybe there is no real like exposure to the real projects. how the industry works, and the same thing, should be there in the training part. Again, in the training, is if there is no real project, then we will not be able to understand how exactly the work is happening in companies. Okay. So again, in training, if we get trained at basic level, if we join in a company, if the work is like something difficult, so we will also face, some scenarios. So no BIM workflow understanding. Okay, just because recently I saw one candidate, he called me, said like, I want to learn only Revit architecture. So if you learn only Revit architecture, you will understand the tools, you will get the job, but you will not be knowing how to implement BIM. If we are not knowing how to implement BIM, then how we can lead, right? So training, mostly it will be focused on tools, not the workflow. And also the candidates, they are interested more in tools, okay, rather than procedure or workflow. So the key truth, learning software is not equal to learning BIM, right? We discussed this one last time. Now let's see what makes the BIM skills different. So as I said, like if you want to change the gap between training and the industry. So how many steps are there? Uh, College, training, and again industry. So directly you're not able to jump from college to industry because you don't have skills. So you're taking one step, that is training. So training or skill development should be done during the college days itself. But many candidates, they will not understand. And also they are busy in exams and preparations. Okay. So we want to change the gap between now the training and industry. Obviously, we cannot start the college and provide the training. So we need to build a separate platform. So we don't follow traditional training methods. Okay. What is the traditional training method? Tool based. Learning tool is a different thing, and implementing tools in the projects is a different thing. So we prepare you for real BIM implementation and global opportunities. Okay. So first thing, real implementation, to train professionals for actual BIM implementation on live projects. So we have some projects from different locations. So directly in the training, you will work on those projects. So you'll not just gain theoretical or software knowledge. Second thing, there should be problem solving mindset, develop decision making ability and coordination mindset, not just execution. So you will act as a BIM consultant during the training. Third thing, industry driven content, practical implementation focused curriculum driven by real industry demands. We train you for real challenges. And I should not be hesitating to face the challenges. Okay. So once you implement the standards in global projects, definitely your experience defines you, right? So you will get global opportunities within, I can say, 1 or 2 or 3 years. So we prepare you for international standard and practices, not just job ready or industry ready. Now let's see what is our training philosophy and approach. The main intention is one-time learning for continuous growth. We saw many candidates already, when they reach, they will say already we did the training. Okay. So again, they need to join one more time. So for the people who are joining BIM skills for this particular training, there will be no need to join one more course. So this will be like ultimate platform for you for not just getting one job, but also for continuous growth. That is important. Getting one job is not an important thing. We saw in the last webinar scenario, what is happening if one person is getting a job, next time they will think like we got the job, but after maybe 1, 2 or 3 years, again, if they don't have the knowledge, they will face difficulties because they want to switch and go to another company for their growth. It will be difficult if they don't have knowledge. So during the training, we train you like a BIM consultant. So why there is a concept to getting trained like a BIM consultant? Along with the engineering or architecture, we closely uh, observe other education system like medical. So we observed like one MBBS student, how exactly they are learning. Okay. So during the college days, they have, during the MBBS, they have, I think, 2 years of internship. And the internship they are doing in the hospital itself. Okay. Not in any training part. So already maybe 3 years they got the training, and last 2 years directly they are working in hospitals. So, but after the MBBS, again, they need to go for MD. During the MD specialization, again, directly they are working in hospitals. So maybe they are able to complete whole MBBS, MD, like at the age of 28, 30 years, let's say 30 years. So there is a lot of struggle. And once they are like completing the whole, I can say this MBBS and MD part, they are having 5 years of experience. So that experience will help them to work in reality. That experience will help them to start their own hospital also. That is nothing but self-employment, right? So they can go for job. So what is happening? There is a lot of hard work. But parallelly, if we see in engineering or architecture, especially if I come from engineering background, currently we are seeing in some colleges in the last semester, 8th semester, they are they are asking the students to do internship. But in the name of internship, I believe those 8 months, the candidates are not utilizing properly, or 6 months, whatever we have in the last semester, that is not getting utilized properly. So there's no practical, but our expectation is more because we want easy things. Okay. So our intention and philosophy or approach, you can say it's during the training, you should act like a BIM consultant. Okay. And we will create some virtual clients. So you will understand the client requirement and you will note down the requirement of the client, why client want to implement BIM, because anyone, if they are paying you, they will expect, result from you, right? So you should be capable of giving them results. If you're not capable, then how you can expect that they should give you fees, right? So they will pay you fees and you need to provide the result. So that's how during the training, you will act directly as a BIM consultant. I know it will be something difficult because you're facing this type of training for the first time. So initially, you will face difficulty. But as a BIM consultant, you will try to, provide directly services to the client. So that is in that way, you will learn what exactly BIM is. Okay. If you're not practicing like reality, you're just getting the tools, knowledge, then you will not be able to understand BIM. So what we did, we got inspiration from other domain, like how exactly they are doing the hard work. So we are not spending that much of time. At least we should spend 6 months of continuous time. That is the main thing. On the other side, again, if you see, they are working 24 hours, 36 hours, 12 hours. Okay. But here on engineering side, we don't want to work. So then we don't want to learn. We don't want to gain the knowledge. We don't want to build the skill. Then how we will be having the growth, right? So we should understand this mindset. So during the training, you will act as a BIM consultant and you will provide the services. So parallelly, you will get the guidance. Okay. So building strong fundamentals that create long-term career impact. No need to depend on multiple courses again and again, because we have some candidates who already joined 6 different platforms. Again, they joined here, they got satisfied and they got growth. So first thing is strong fundamentals, deep understanding of BIM concepts. Will not go for surface level learning. We will understand the depth. So if we are going in depth, then each and every topic will be in detail. So you need to have much concentration. You need to practice. Okay. Second thing, understanding the project requirement. So as a BIM consultant, what you will do first, you will understand the BIM and engineering fundamentals. Second, during the training, you will understand the project requirements. So there will be some virtual clients, and you will get the scope of work. You will see how getting a project, creating a proposal. We saw this kind of situations because many of them, if they want to start their own firms in local, so sometimes they don't know how to create the proper project proposal. So that also you will learn during the training. That means during the training, you will learn some presentation skills. So learn to read and interpret project needs, just as a BIM consultant would do on any real engagement. It happens with me. For example, I am a BIM consultant. Basically, I'm a civil engineer, but currently I'm also acting like a BIM consultant. So recently I got one requirement of project from a client. Okay. So then we need to understand the project needs, what exactly they need from me. Okay. So they will send scope of work. So we need to understand the scope of work. We need to understand what exactly the result they need. Then, you know, we can submit the proposal, get approved. After that, we can start the work. Without understanding the needs, how we can start the work? That is not possible. Okay. So maybe if you go in the industry, you will get exposure to these things after 5 to 10 years. Okay. So you will learn how to create the proposal. You will learn what are the project needs exactly. You will learn these things after 5 to 10 years. But why to learn, these skills after 5 to 10 years? Why we cannot learn during this time itself, right? So then decision making ability. So you will develop the mindset to make decisions at every stage of implementation on any project type. And coordination mindset. As we saw, there is no, for example, sometimes proper communication from the candidates. So if we have the coordination mindset, then maybe we will discuss with multiple teams. We'll have the communication that is needed in delivering a BIM project. Okay. So the fifth thing, long-term career impact. As I said, once comprehensive learning experience that empowers you for years. But you need to also spend time and you need to be active during the training. Okay. So as we discuss high level training, complete workflow. But the good thing is you're getting the premium quality training at accessible price because we believe growth of any candidate should not be limited by cost. Okay. So we teach the complete BIM workflow from input drawing to final deliverables, covering coordination between disciplines and practical execution. So you'll understand industry level concepts, complete BIM lifecycle from 3D to 8D. Okay. And you're having accessible pricing. And you will learn stage by stage. We have divided the training into multiple stages. So most of you maybe got this PDF like stage 1, stage 2. What we will do in the stage 1, we will understand how we were working in the previous way. That is nothing but traditional construction, and how we can use BIM to improve the design and construction. In second stage, we will understand what is the BIM market. Okay, because before jumping into any industry to build the career, we should know what is the market and why BIM is growing, about the mandates, and about the career, like global, what is the global market size of BIM, country-wise BIM mandates. We'll also see career roles and salary roadmap. Okay, so if we are doing, for example, job, then how much we can earn. If we are doing self-employment, how much is the possibility of growth in terms of personal and professional. And if we start business, what is the possibility of growth? So first, what we are doing, we are understanding BIM, then the market size, about the market. Then we will go in depth about the topics. Like you will understand BIM fundamentals. Okay. Like introduction to BIM terminologies, maturity levels, dimensions, LOD. Then we will act as a BIM consultant, and you will get one project and scope of work. You will understand, you will think, then you will create the proposal. Okay. Then you will present the proposal. Okay. Then you will also prepare AIR, BEP. So there are stages. At every stage, we have milestones. Okay. Those are called as assignments. So during 6 months, you will be having 6 assignments that is compulsory to complete. Okay. Like then only you will get the certifications. So you're having task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at every stage. Like every month, there will be one assignment. So the idea is whatever we are learning in 1 month, at the end of month, you need to submit as an assignment. Okay. Not only just submission, but you will, if you're joining online, you will on your camera, like how, I'm explaining my presentation. In the same way, you will also create one good presentation. That means during the training, you will get the presentation, like skills also, right? So you will share your screen, you will on your camera, and you will explain about how you completed first assignment. In the same way, second month, you will explain the second assignment, third, fourth. Every assignment you need to complete, and you need to explain by sharing your screen and keeping on your camera. If you are joining offline, then here in offline, you need to again prepare the presentation. So here in offline training, you will be having the projector. On the projector, you need to share your, laptop screen. On the projector, you need to explain physically to all the candidates, who are present in the institute. Okay. So completing the assignment is compulsory for both, you know, I can say all the like candidates, whether you're from architecture background, civil, you're from interior designing or mechanical, electrical. Okay. So we will learn stage by stage. Whatever the 1 month we studied, we will complete those tasks by assignment. Again, next month we'll go complete the task implementation by assignment. Okay. And you will get real project exposure. Okay. As I said, you will be having access to work on US based project now. This is like new, and you will work on Dubai based projects. You will work on India based projects. So the idea is there are some candidates who want to continuously work in India. There are some candidates who want to go to Gulf country, and there are some candidates who want to join some firms who are working on US based projects. So they will be having some exposure here. Okay. So during the training itself, you're working on 3 different locations. So this knowledge will help you in future. Okay. So the next thing, what softwares we teach now, Dynamo is included. It's not an optional. Previously, it was like optional, but now during the training, we will use Dynamo. Along with Dynamo, already we have Revit, Navisworks, Dynamo's new ACC, Recap, Power BI, and other plugins. Okay. So in total, you need to learn 6 softwares and other plugins like PyRevit and iRoots. And there are many plugins we can use during the training. As I said, this training is to transform your career in 3 ways. First thing, see, we are keeping options in front of you. So we just want to make up your mindset like for job, freelancing, and business. Because we prepare you for more than just job. Everyone is thinking about jobs, but who will create the job? This is a big question, especially in AEC sector, right? We saw this problem from many years. We saw every year if any candidate is reaching us, their thinking is I will join this training institute and I will get trained, I will develop my skills to get a job. Candidates are not thinking like I will join this training institute to develop my skills and I will start my own now or in future. So we prepare you to think bigger and choose your own direction. Okay. So we prepare you for good knowledge like mindset, along with that job, freelancing or business. It's up to you. So recently we saw, like we already saw many candidates are getting job in, they're getting job in top firms, MNCs, and they're getting jobs in different countries, domestic or global companies. Okay. I saw some candidate, they're doing the freelancing also. Okay. So along with your full-time job, you can start freelancing when, if you're confident in the skills, then you will be able to. So we saw some candidates, you know, who trained previously, they are doing some freelancing work. So you can have a mindset of business also, that you can start as an entrepreneur. You can start your own BIM firm or a consultancy, and you can create jobs. So don't just like look for them, right? So this is also possible because we motivate the candidates in this way so that we can create jobs, not just seeking of job. Because I believe in India, if the number of the unemployment rate is more, it's because of we are not creating jobs. Okay, it's our responsibility also. You know, at least if you're not able to create a job, we can go for self-employment. We can give job to ourselves, and that is possible in the construction. Okay, so you choose your direction. We prepare you for all three, so your options remain open. Okay. Now, one thing, this program is not for everyone. So you need to evaluate yourself. Is this program for me? Whether I should join or not. Who should join? You see, this program is designed for anyone who are serious about building career. Okay, because we saw many candidates join. There are some candidates who are serious. There are some candidates who are not serious. Okay, so the candidates who are serious, they are building good careers. The candidates who look for shortcuts, okay, like people who are looking for quick certificates without putting in the work to build real skills. Already you got a certificate during the engineering, right, or architecture. So if you showcase that certificate and if you try to get a job, nowadays we know the companies, they're not just taking the interview. Along with the interview, they are taking the tool test, right? So why they are taking the tool test? They are giving you one work during the tool test and they want to test your skills, whether you are capable. Previously, I think I gave interview in 2016. That at the time also, but it depends. Some companies will, you like taking the tool test. Some companies just they will have the conversation in interview and they will hire. So certificates alone will not help you to clear the tool test also, right? So this program is for the people who are serious about building a career. Architects, they can join, civil engineers, mechanical, electrical engineers, interior designers. Who should not join? See, this program is not for everyone, and that's intentional. We only want learners who are committed to real growth. If you're looking for shortcuts, as I said, only for certificate, or else you want like instant job expects. Okay, people were expecting job overnight without investing time in genuine skill development. Because nowadays companies, they hire by taking the tool test. If you clear the tool test, then only they will hire you. Okay. And during the interview, they will ask you questions about the now we are seeing they are not asking questions about maybe on an average basis, they're not asking questions about what is your hobby. Okay. And tell me five strength about yourself, five weakness. So in recent times, we are seeing the candidates, the companies, they're directly focusing on work. Okay, majorly. So non-practitioners, I mean, people who don't want to practice, who are not ready to practice consistently and apply what they learn on real project exercises. So for example, today there is one session completely it will be practical. After the session, you need to start practice. If you're not practicing, okay, then these sessions are not for you. For example, there are some can they think if I listen the class, I will be able to build the skills. That is not possible. Okay. Like for example, if I want to learn how to prepare one dosa, Okay, because in future I want to work in any restaurant. I simply go to YouTube and open the tutorials how to prepare the dosa. I will not be able to learn, right? And I watch some videos. I go to one restaurant. I will ask them, give me one job, to prepare dosa. So the restaurant owner will say, okay, you can join, but before joining, you need to prepare one dosa, and we will taste it. If it is good, we will hire you. Otherwise, we cannot, right? Because of that dosa, preparation only, the customers will come and pay the restaurant. If the restaurant is getting the benefit, then they will keep dosa maker. So in that way, we need to understand. Now, if that dosa maker just, watching YouTube videos and just joining the restaurant, that is not possible. So he need to also practice. He need to go to kitchen, use the tools, and start preparing. Practice until unless get a good day. So once he is like confident, he can go for looking the job. So here also the similar kind of scenarios there. First, you need to practice and build the skills. Okay. So what real BIM learning gives you? We go deep into concepts, real BIM implementation, project understanding, and practical challenges. So we know this is not just surface level learning. Confidence increases automatically when you truly understand what you're doing. Because mostly people think BIM is 3D. Because if they create the 3D model, they will be happy. It's not like that. So if you handle the real projects, understand the coordination, deliver the quality of work, you will build the real confidence. Okay, that confidence is important for us to crack any interview. If you are not confident on your knowledge and skills, if you go for any interview, you will be having the hesitation like whether I am correct or wrong. So if any person asks, question from the other side, whatever the answer you're, giving, you will think whether this answer is correct or wrong. I don't have, you know, confidence in it. So if you don't have confidence, they will also will not hire, right? So our results speak for us. There are many successful candidates. They have one thing in common. They stay connected, practice consistently, and they took the guidance. There are some candidates who will not take the guidance. They will not be connected. So we don't want you to like stay away. We want you to be connected. Okay. So we saw many candidates, they are working globally. They got the jobs in companies across multiple countries. Some candidates are doing freelancing, some candidates working in MNC. So what they did right, they stay connected with the community, practice consistently, and took the guidance whenever they needed. Okay. So there are many candidates, they became BIM assistant BIM manager, BIM consultant, BIM coordinators, BIM team leads within 2 to 3 years. And there are many candidates here. Okay. So what you get when you join the BIM skills. See, once you join, this is the best part. You're always part of us. One thing, we cannot provide, false promises. Okay, this is one thing from our side. We cannot provide fake job guarantees. We can only provide is a real knowledge and real skills, real guidance and support. Okay, till you see, we guide you till the success. So you will get lifetime support, open communication and guidance anytime. You are never left alone on your own after completing the program or during the program. Honest guidance, as I said, no guarantees of the job, but we focus on providing knowledge and skills, real skills and real guidance, because we respect your time and trust. So since we provided real knowledge and real guidance, that's why we have so many candidates working in companies and growing. Okay, still there are many candidates. So you will get doubt solving support, continuous doubt solving support. Okay. So no question goes unanswered and no concept is left unclear. Career guidance, direction for your next step, job, freelancing, or business. We can help you in that. But your responsibility, this is the important point. You should stay connected. Whenever you have a question, you should reach. Okay. Whenever you want the guidance, you should reach. Because If you are having the question, then only we can answer. If you are having the doubt, then only we can solve. Okay. So your responsibility is to reach. Our responsibility is to provide the service. Right. It's not like, for example, you are asking a doubt and we are not supporting you. That is not good. Okay. But who can raise the doubt? You can only raise the doubt. Who can ask questions about career? You can only ask. Who can seek the guidance? You can seek the guidance. And who want the support? You want the support. So ultimately, we are here to support you, but it's your responsibility also to do the communication and stay connected. Okay. So if you're not staying connected to seek all of these things, so we'll not be able to do anything. Okay. So what we believe is knowledge. Knowledge builds confidence and confidence builds the opportunity. So our belief is simple. Knowledge builds confidence, confidence builds performance, and performance creates opportunities. But as we discussed, knowledge is not enough. Practice. Only you saw the videos, you got the knowledge how to prepare. Unless and until you're not going to kitchen and start preparing one dosa, unless until you become like perfect in that, even that is not enough because that skill will should pay you. If you want to earn money from that skill, then you should go in the market and you should join any restaurant and prepare, join one restaurant and start preparing the dosa for the customers. So you will get the money, but you're getting the money from the restaurant. If you want to get money directly, then you need to start your own. Okay. If you want to directly deal with the customers, right? So that happens in reality. We saw many people, they started practicing dosa, then they joined the restaurant. Maybe later they started their own. So this can be your journey in terms of this domain. Okay. Practice is what converts knowledge into skill. So we added the points here like knowledge, practice, deep understanding of real BIM concept, workflow and implementation, not just software steps. Practice converts knowledge into skill. And that to consistent application of what you learn on real project exercise. Skill, true skill, the kind that allows you to handle any real project, any client, any challenge independently. But this is not 100% possible in 6 months, but that at least you will get the mindset for the future. So then confidence built on actual competence, not false reassurance. This is what employees and clients recognize. And there are opportunities like job, freelancing projects, business opportunities flow naturally when your skills and confidence are real. Okay. So our commitment is like you'll be getting training like a BIM consultant, not just as a software user. So I hope you got the idea how you'll be getting the training at under the training program that is BIM implementation. Okay, I showcased what are our stages. After the training, you can reach. Okay, and if you want any further details, you can message and get the details. So now, I think if you have any questions, we can discuss. If you have any queries, you can ask.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello. Okay.
Yes.
Morning from my hand. Please, I have this question. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, I have this question. So after the completion of this BIM implementation training program, and then let's say one has done well, so I know at the end of the day, one will be given a certificate, right?
Yes.
Okay, so on the certificate, what about people that are far away, that are not close to you? If that person needs to get the hard copy of each certificate, is that possible?
It depends upon the location. If you are there in India or maximum like Gulf countries, we can provide hard copy. If you're away, it will be difficult.
Okay,
But
but
anyhow, you will
if
get the soft copy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That if let's say someone lives in the United States, or let's say in Nigeria, and I want the hard copy, is there a way that person can make payment to get the hard copy? Probably, maybe if it's been sent or shipped to the person.
Yeah, we can think about it and we'll let you know if that is possible
Okay,
or not. Yeah.
all right. Because why am I asking this question is that I am not living in India, or no, am I living in any Gulf country? I stay in Nigeria. And maybe at the end of the day, I'll probably want to need, because some organizations will want to get your original certificate, than the ones
Okay.
you have online. So that's why I'm asking
Yeah.
this.
Okay. You can personally reach me later, like, we can answer your question.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Yeah.
Assalamu
Any other
alaikum.
questions? Yes. Walaikum salam.
Yes, you mentioned about the full length of the duration of the training. I was not following well. What did you say about it?
The total duration of training is 6 months.
And that's
And
the
then,
only option.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
because we
then,
need to learn stages wise, right? Stage by stage, we need to understand the concept. So it will take time.
okay, each stage will take how long?
It depends. Maybe some stages will, like, let's say one stage, it will take 1 month, or maybe sometimes 5 stages will take 1 month. It
Okay.
depends on the topics.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question for you.
Yes.
So the question is, in a situation whereby, because I believe many of us, or if not all, some of us are working, and we'll be having these classes. So in a
Yeah.
situation, because like me, sometimes I work during the day, sometimes I work during the night, depending on the shift that I'm being given. So sometimes I may probably not be in the class for some of the lectures or some of the classes. I may probably not be available. I don't know if there is an option for people that not sometimes they are not available. But I'm very sure that I'm going to create a time for my assignments and other things that are so important. And also, but I don't know if there's something like a recorded audio whereby when you are not in the class, you can go there and read through and then use that to work ahead if you are not available on that day.
Yeah. The session timing is like for architects and interior designers, civil engineers, it's from 8:30 to 9:30 Indian time, PM, evening. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that evening, 8:30, because sometimes we have people in the UK, because someone of my type, during this period, I'll be traveling to the UK. And so
Yeah.
8:30, 9:30 Indian time in UK time should be around 4 p.m., I think. Yes, it should be around 4 p.m. So sometimes I may not be available at that material time. So maybe when
Yeah.
I'm done with my shift, I can come back and say, okay, what has been done today? I can go to my system, open up, and if we have a recorded classes done already, and I go through the recorded classes and and do my things that way. Sometimes, not every time, depending on the job, because I have to work. I can't just be. I'm not. I'm a family man, so I have to continue working and also, also study.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, sometimes if you're missing, you will get the sessions. Okay. But our intention is to teach. We have two options. Either you can completely go for self-paced, or else you can go for live. If you're going for self-paced, you will get the recordings weekly to study. But if you're going for live option, then you know you should join the live session, interact and ask the questions. Okay. We believe like you should and gain the knowledge. Sometimes if you're missing like weekly, you're missing one session, you will get the recording of it.
All right. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine. Sometimes you
yeah,
miss one section. Okay, that's good.
yeah,
All right. Thank you.
yeah. But you should not miss much sessions. You should be live most of the time. The main intention is to like interact and ask the questions and complete the task.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, hi Syed.
yeah. Hi.
So my name is Chanakya. So
Yeah,
I'm from
yeah. You're from?
Hyderabad. Hello,
Yeah,
can you hear
you're
me?
from? Yeah, we can
Hyderabad.
get. Okay.
So is this a regular classes or weekly classes?
We have regular Monday to Friday.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
want online class. So where is the institute location?
We are based in Bidar, North Karnataka. It's
Oh,
150 kilometers from Hyderabad.
yeah, Bidar means yeah, it's nearby area. Okay.
Yeah, nearby.
So
So there are
actually I want.
some, mm,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
go on, go on.
yeah, there are some candidates who are from. There's one candidate who came from Hyderabad, and we have some candidate from. We had like previously one candidate. He came from Ahmedabad. One candidate he came from Maharashtra, and some
Okay,
candidate we have from nearby Kalburgi. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So actually I'm a working profession. So
Mhm,
I'm working as a project estimator for as a freelancing for US company.
mhm, mhm.
So, what is the timings actually? So, I work from evening timings. So, if it is evening for US, it was morning, right? So,
Yeah, offline sessions we have in morning. Okay,
no, I'm
from
not
yeah,
interested for online. I'm
yeah.
interested for offline classes only. So,
Okay, you're interested for online or offline?
offline.
Yeah, offline we will be having at morning time, 9 to
Okay,
10:30.
9 to 10:30. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. 1.5 hour sessions will be there. Then after that you need to practice continuously, complete all because it is project-based training. So you need to
okay,
maybe spend sometimes like 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, one day, 2 days to complete the task.
okay. So
Yeah.
after completing the course, will you I mean, certificate with the Autodesk or government-based certificate? You will
We
provide.
have we have government-based and ISO 21001.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So what is the course fees? Sorry.
Fees you can message personally. You'll get that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, well,
Um. Okay.
I see.
Sorry. I have. Hello. So, what can you please explain these offline classes? How is that going to be? How is it like offline classes? And is it going to be every day of the week, or maybe how many times in a week for offline classes?
offline will be from Monday to Friday. See, online, offline both are there from Monday to Friday, but offline will be in morning time and online will be in evening time. It will offline means it will be classroom training. It will be on training room, so you'll be getting training in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
Hi, Syed. How are you?
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Hi. I'm good.
Uh,
What about you?
this is Samir. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Just
Yes.
I wanted to ask a basic question. So before the commencement of this course,
Mhm.
do we need to have these softwares already installed on our personal computers like Revit, Navisworks,
Mhm.
or you going to provide them like cracked version or something to practice?
No, you need to arrange the software, but
Okay.
later we can guide you.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Fine. Thank you.
initially directly we'll not start with the software. As I said,
Okay.
like first we'll understand the BIM fundament. First we need to understand what is BIM market, how to grow in it. Then we'll
Okay.
understand with the BIM fundamental. Then after like creating the project proposal, and then we need to start the tools.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fine. Thank you.
meantime we can guide you.
Uh, So, as per Kingsley said, I'm also a working professional. So
Mhm.
sometimes I may not attend the online classes in the evening. So it would be better for us to have the recordings so that we can later watch them and practice in our free timing. So I hope it would be beneficial for us
Yeah,
if you provide
currently
us the
the
record.
problem is we are developing our LMS platform, so it is
Okay.
taking time. Till then,
Uh-huh.
1 or 2 weekly, you know, if you miss, you will get the session.
Okay.
But as I
Uh-huh.
said, if you're joining for live, you should be live, right?
Uh-huh.
So see, even we can also do one thing, whatever the previous recorded, you know, sessions we can keep and we can play that. Okay, maybe I'm not present, for example, in training, just videos playing. But for example, if any person is live from the BIM skills, you should be also live. As I said, the main intention is to, you know, do the communication, ask questions, do the interaction. Then only we can, we'll be having the interest and you will get the quality of training. Okay, missing
Sure,
one or
sure.
two times is okay if you're a working professional.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, yeah. Any other questions we have?
Yeah, it is the same issue. The time you're starting the training is the time we're
Mhm.
knocking off here in Johannesburg. So it is a challenge. Till now, there is a clash,
Yeah.
and I'm still skeptical. So you need to look into that one.
Okay. As I said, we have two options,
Yeah.
self-paced and live. Yeah, if the time is clashing, you can go for self-paced. Weekly, you will get the sessions. You can study from that, but whenever you want, you can join the live. Okay, and you have the, if you have the, for example, doubts and all, you can reach through the WhatsApp. And if the doubt is not getting solved, you know, through the WhatsApp, so we can have voice call. If the doubt is not getting solved through the voice call, you can connect on Teams again. You can share your screen. We can solve.
All right
This much
then.
of support you will get. Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
them they mention about 1 time or 2 times they will be missing. I might be missed
Uh-huh.
the whole week, and I have to
Mhm.
take the weekend and fight for maybe 10 hours a day and finish what you did
Mhm.
in the week. At the
Mhm.
time you're starting the class, this is when we are closing office if we are lucky. And if we are on site, maybe the casting
Mhm.
days of beams and slabs and so on, then it might go over that. So, and
Mhm.
when you have to face a 25 to 30 minute, maybe 1 hour traffic before you sit down and settle, the class
Mhm.
will be finished.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Yeah. Better you can go for self-paced. Okay. But you will get the support. But you need to decide, you know, during the enrollment.
The good thing with the live, you see now how many people ask questions. So I will benefit
Yeah.
from question from everyone. That's the best option.
Yeah. That is best.
Self-paced, you will only listen to what has been recorded, and
Mhm.
you will be limited to the question that they only ask during that session. Maybe
Yes.
somebody else has a different question and you won't
Yeah.
get it.
Yes. Yeah.
If you allow us to attend both of them, then it will be okay. The days that we are free to get back early, then we go for live. The day we are not,
Mhm.
we go for the self-paced. We prepare our questions, we come back.
Okay. We can decide and let you know
Okay,
about
thank
this.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome.
Hello, Syed bhai. Assalamu alaikum. Abdullah this side.
Yeah. Hi.
I have two questions regarding this module of learning.
Mhm.
As we have mentioned in the stage 10, we will be proceeding with the live project called Villa for the
Mhm.
modeling and all the subsets of the modeling part. So in this
Mhm.
stage 10, I have one questions because in UAE, I'm just doing a Villa development as a consultant only. So
Mhm.
one thing I was facing issue is the federation strategy and having 4-6 types of villas in and spread around the site into 12, total 200 villas. So how that
Mhm.
federation strategy works over there? Apart from
Mhm.
just single building, are we going to discuss the federation strategy and which is the best suitable way to proceed the developing the whole site apart from
Mhm.
the landscape zone? So for the stage 10, this is my first question. for the stage 12, it is 4D and 5D. So in the 4D, are we going to develop 4D simulations for this villa on the Synchro? If yes, then how we are going to use it without the license? And similar for the 5D, what software we will back up instead of the only the theoretical learning, but the practical implementation of that single villa? Is it going to happen for the 4D and 5D? And the
Okay.
last question is for the uh, stage 15. It's called the Power BI, ACC, scan to BIM and everything. So does in the Power BI, based on the architectural discipline in the Revit part, we usually see the dashboard for the health board and the clash health dashboard kind of things. So that some of them being extracted from the XML file from the Navisworks, but for the modeled health and all kind of things, do we get to learn about the how to extract the data from the Revit and implement that in the Power BI as a Power BI tools learning, or it would be the basic interface for the Power BI only itself? All the module is fine to me. Only these three things I found that I need. I have a certain knowledge in this part. I need a further clarification based on my likeness.
Okay. Okay. So for the federation of villas, as I said, maybe you are there in group also.
Yeah.
Let's say you are having, for example, some topics to add. Okay, which, for example, we feel that these topics will be helpful because already you are a working professional, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you feel like federation of multiple villas, you have the doubt, and that is like practical work, right? And definitely your concern will help us to include the topic in training because again it will help the other candidates. So we have the federation, but as we are working on a single villa, we are having architecture structure MEP model, so we'll do the federation of that. Now, for example, you want to learn how we have, let's say, one maybe community where we have, let's say, 10 villas. Now you need to understand how we can federate 10 villas. So
Yes.
based on your interest and based on your question, we can include, we next day, for example, we can explain that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can come up with the questions regarding the topics, and that can be covered in the further coming classes
Yes.
as per the
Yes.
time. Yeah.
So there is, yes, this kind of flexibility is there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But the topic,
And
whatever you're mentioning, it should be, useful as per practicality. Second thing,
yes,
4D, 5D, we
yeah.
have, but using Navisworks. Okay, we'll do the simulation. Tool we are using
Okay.
is Navisworks here. Yeah. And
For
third
both 4D
thing,
and 5D.
yeah, 4D, 5D simulation.
Okay.
Okay. Third thing you ask about Power BI. As I said,
Yeah.
we are having Power BI for certain scenarios. Like for
Yeah.
example, we want to track the data that how much construction is done on site. Okay. Like for
Yes.
example, we want to get the data from model and we want to check how much concrete volume, is done on site. How much is constructed, how much is under construction, how much is pending.
Yes.
Okay. So there's like one scenario. And also we want to, for example, get the data from model at different level. What is the volume of concrete? So this kind of some scenarios are there to visualize the data. Now again, for example, you are adding, some dashboards. As I said, to check the model health, we should be having one dashboard, and
Yeah.
to do the clash detection, we should be having. So we can include that again. Okay. Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
Power BI tools, I have learned over here
Mhm.
the generation of the visual from the tabular form to the visual and all the tools over there. But the
Mhm.
only thing that the bridging gap from the extraction of that particular information, if you want to extract, maybe it
Yeah.
can be done for the schedules, but I am not. I'm
Mhm.
lagging over there. So it's just
Mhm.
like the bridging the gap of the tools that we are using the Revit from the BIM. So
Mhm.
whatever we thought came in our mind, we can extract that those things. And learning the Power BI tools, we can visualize anything. We can
Yes.
do any project on that. But so that the gapping is for lagging inside me. That from the Revit, if I need a certain data, Some of them can be extracted from the schedules. If some of them not, then how we are going to do it through the plugins, through some there should be certain steps so that the concern of the Power BI and the use would be useful. Because in our office, being as a consultant, the contractor came with their dashboards and everything. They show up the BIM model progress reports on the Power BI dashboards, as well as the model health. So they have certain Power BI dashboard developed. They do the extraction and keeps on updating week wise. So now we can check for the clashes and everything. Similarly, they are going for the submission. They are going for the villa simulation on the synchro, in which we see the actual and the plan with the color coding that okay, this as per the baseline program or the schedule, how much we are lagging behind when we are about to complete, and those things, the high level things, the official check on those part. So that's why I asked, are we going to get the 40, a basic one only for the villa? If you can add for the additional classes in the end or during the weekend. Suppose we have working on the Monday to Friday, you can put up an additional class with additional cost for this synchro on the weekends. That too can also help for me, but it will be a complete package of learning which will be linking to my way of working over here in UAE. So this thing
Sure.
we can discuss it, yeah, but
Yeah, we can
these are
discuss.
all my doubts. Yeah,
We will see the possibilities. Like as I said, for Power BI, recently you need to learn how to export the data from schedule. So recently we were discussing one topic where extracting the data from schedule was difficult for Power BI. So
yes.
we introduced Dynamo. Okay, so that
Yeah.
type of things will be there.
Because one thing you have mentioned in the curriculum, the Dynamo would be there. The use of Dynamo for extracting the data from there. If it is a part of the curriculum, that would be also pushing it to the great height. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, the whole curriculum of yours is very fine. Good to see, and very excited to join you. So we'll connect again on call. Let's say maybe in the evening, and we'll clarify. Inshallah, we'll be joining.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Syed, you also cover, apart from Revit, you also cover Primavera P6?
No, still it is not included. See, planning and all, I think that could be a separate, as he also mentioned, for 45D, if you want to learn in depth, it can be included with Primavera 45D separately.
Yes, we can do if can possible. I also interested in Primavera also, a basic one.
Yeah,
A separate.
but see, learning. See, I believe learning basics will not help you, to solve the problem. If you're learning, it should be in depth. So, but accommodating, multiple things in one training program will lead to increase in the duration. So that will be somewhat difficult, right? So we need to have like other options maybe.
Yes, that's why maybe a separate parallel course for during the weekend. So in the weekdays when this topic is being covered, this advanced topic, whoever is trying to pursue for that, they can go for the weekend 1 or 2 classes, which would be covered, and the whole package would be individual beneficial for each of them. Suppose someone is from the planning, they get the P6. I will be getting the slightly inside, but for me the extraction and the synchro part, if we will provide, it would be a complete learning package for me instead of waiting for the next batch to come. So if you can just manage based on my request and one or few more guys, if that can fit during our course and during the weekend and during flexible hours, for me it would be anytime 24/7 in the weekends. So I'm just trying to be get fit into as per my mold, that I will get everything.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
But there's one more question here. When it is starting? So as I mentioned, from tomorrow we need to start. We had to start from 1st April, but this time it is late. So we'll start the enrollment from tomorrow, like Monday. Maximum we need to cover within this week. So I can say maximum we need to start from Monday. Okay. So enrollment should be completed within the coming week.
So next Monday we will start after 1 week. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have one question. I'm calling
Yeah.
from Europe, and we are at CET +1, Central European Time +1. So basically, I was wondering if the classes, that is my first question, could be scheduled into clusters by similar time zones. For example, there was that colleague from Johannesburg. I'm also a working family man. So, you know, maybe my suggestion is, sorry, I have a cough. My suggestion is that maybe it would be acceptable and more manageable if you could divide the classes into clusters by similar time zones, you know, so the people on the similar meridians can attend.
Yeah.
That is the one thing in question. And the other one is I am a professional engineer of hydrotechnics with huge international knowledge and experience, and now to like upgrade my skills to BIM implementation. So I was thinking, do you cover mostly construction regarding high-rise buildings and villas, etc., or do you also focus on infrastructure, roads, channels, outside networks, sewerage, waterworks, etc., etc.? If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So currently this program is for villas and high-rise projects. Okay. So for infrastructure project, you know, it could be a separate batch. Okay, but this training is regarding villas and high-rise projects, commercial projects.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Hi, Amaan sir. This is Fayaz. In 1 month,
hi.
this workflow chart, you have stage 1, stage, in total 15 stages there na. In 1 month, how many stages will be going to complete?
As I said, still we have not divided like monthly, because as there is a flexibility of adding some extra topics, like as I mentioned, and flexibility of repeating the sessions. For example, today we had one session and you didn't understood, you know, the topics. So we can repeat the whole session tomorrow. This flexibility is there. So because each and every topic should be clear. So that's why we cannot restrict, you know, that we will complete in this month this much of stages. Okay. But whenever we complete, for example, this stage 10, you need to also remember that there is a milestone. Okay. Whenever we, for example, we start a topic from architecture structure coordination, you should remember that there is a milestone. So even you should not, you know, I can say you should also check there's a milestone coming. Okay. So again and again, you should open this document and check, right, for the flow of syllabus.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, any questions are there? We left with 10 minutes. Okay, I think most of the questions I answered. If you have any further queries or not, you can reach. Okay, I think maybe the number is not given here. Okay, we will just add on the button or somewhere you can, and we will share this PDF in the group. You can go through it. We will connect again on next weekend for another webinar. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining this session.
Thank you.
Welcome.